Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand after.
Hello friends, and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video. In this video, I'm gonna show you the teams that I used as free-to-play to have a high ranking in the event of Virgil and Nero, the DMC event. And I want to say something before I start. If you're free to play, you can do it. The aim is not to get rank 1 or rank 2 or whatever rank. It's to stay in the top 50. Of course, after you rank high, let's say you ranked 1 as free to play, others will see your whatever you're doing. People that are casually spending or people that are whaling, and they're gonna have a better score. Don't feel sad about it. You've done your job. You've been an example, and you'll have better luck maybe in other stuff. And if you pay maybe a little bit or invest in your account, you'll have high scores. I want to shout out to I'm sorry bro. He's the one that told me about some strategies, and he told me, helped me out with Viper. Just quick explanation about Viper. So my Viper has 3 cars. Okay, she have here the car for her exclusively, but the problem with the 3 cars is that she removes all the energy armor that she gets and what buffs her and makes her deal more damage to protect other units when they take damage, so she can give them armor, and that will decrease her damage. So if you don't have Viper at 6 cars and you have her only on 3 or 4 or 5, remove them, keep her on 2. Pick any 2 that you like, which give you more damage, and use her like that. She will give you more damage. As you see, my Viper isn't even at plus 30. Okay, so I'm using her that way, and I'm getting high scores and high numbers. That's a quick explanation how Viper work. Thank you, I'm sorry bro, for the information. I didn't know that, by the way. I've done a lot of researches. This is one that I didn't know about completely. So as you see, I ranked 1 so far. So I was ranking 3, and the thing is, I was focusing on I forgot to set up my models. So I will tell you my teams, and I will tell you my setup. I'm using Cammy for one team, so she's Wind, and I need her. She does armor break, and she benefits from the armor break here. And I'm using Guile. He's Wind, and he benefits from the armor break. Because I'm using Guile, he benefits also from this core. It's the attack one, and it gives lifesteal. Both of them actually gives lifesteal, but I care for one lifesteal. But because they both have lifesteal and they have good stats, they have pressure, crit damage, and you have here pressure and crit rate, which helps also. I have Fashion Blanca. For people who's using Fashion Chun-Li or Flame Chun-Li, this is also helpful for her. For agility unit, again, Fashion Chun-Li, I think she's agility, and other agility units, I'm using Chun-Li also, and I'm using Fashion Blanca, so this helps him a lot. This is, Bison gets the benefit from it, but I'm yet to increase the levels on it. And that's all what you need. You need to pick your cores. You don't need to pick your cores just like somebody else on the list. Pick your cores according to the team that you're using. So I'm showing you my teams right now. You can copy paste the same exact thing that I did. So these are the things that I used. My Dalsim is not 6 out of 6. If he was 6 out of 6, I would drop someone here. I would drop maybe either Ryu and play Dalsim. But because he's 3 out of 6, if I drop either Ryu, my whole team does less damage and Dalsim does incredible damage, but it will not get me the same score that I have here. So this is why I decided to use him this way. He's like a technical unit to buff my team with 25% increases damage. My second team, I'm using Guile and Viper to deal the damage. I'm getting the buffs from Gormagala. If you don't have Gormagala, you can use any tank to help you out. You need 3 poison to buff you in the tag position. And of course, I'm using can only deploy 2 fighters from the same class. I'm using no agility units on this lineup, and 1 ultra. I'm using it in everything, and no healing. I'm using it on all of it because you don't need them to get healed, so you can maximize your multiplier, and this means you can use 1 EX, and that's fine with me. Reduces fire, electric, and soul damage taken. So Viper, her seismic attack, maybe it has fire. I don't remember correctly. Let me check that. Strike the ground, dealing damage equal to blah blah blah, multiple small area, perform seismic hammer, da 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 da. It's not fire. This one, I think it's flame damage. Okay, this one doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it deals the basic damage for it. And this is, if you remove this, she will deal a little bit more damage, but your multiplier will go down, so you will not benefit on the whole team like Ken and the others. I think I will test it without it, because Ken does his debuff, and his debuff deals soul damage, and I will test it with that. I want to break the 1 billion. When I have time, I will do it, and I will make an updated list for the teams, and you can all try to benefit from it. Here I'm using Athlete Chun-Li, 1 copy. You need only 1 copy of these special units that are super, in my perspective, OP. So she will mitigate damage with her C1, and she will buff your attack for 20%, if I'm not mistaken. Her C1, her Vortex, and her Vortex give you 25% more damage, which is amazing actually for the lineup. I'm using Cammy. I know she's a single target. I know I can use AoE. If I had Trendy Cammy, I would replace Cammy and use Trendy Cammy here, and use Chun-Li with her to let the combo meter keeps going and going. This is why I use Chun-Li with Cammy. And Chun-Li benefits from the armor break on the enemy, so she deals more damage. So this is my lineup. I will show you the workbench. This is the workbench. These are the stats that I chose. Of course, I'm using Virgil. I got 1 copy of him. If you don't have Virgil, use Dalsim here. He will help you deal more damage. But this is the lineup I'm using. I'm rocking with Solid. So this is how it went. I'll show you the replay. I'll play it at ×4 so I don't bore you. So here, and I will do a small run here to explain something. So Fashion Blanca, Bison, Fashion Blanca, then Virgil. Don't use Fashion Blanca, Virgil, Fashion Blanca. If you use the C1 of Virgil, it will crash. It will not register, and I will show you that. Hazing talked about it. Shout out to Hazing. He did it on his video. He didn't understand why it was doing that. It's because you're using the C1 of Virgil. For some reason, maybe it's a small bug or glitch or coding, or he's not supposed to do something. But until they fix it or there's an update for it, use C1 of anybody else, not Virgil. Virgil, you can use his C3 and it will work normally. So that was the run. And as you see, Fashion Blanca did most of the damage and Bison helped. Virgil, 3 million. Evo Ryu, 1.5 million. If Dalsim was here, he will deal a lot of damage, above 60 million. So my second team, Guile did most of the damage. Viper, when I was using the 3 cars, she was dealing 60 million and less sometimes. Without her 3 cars, she was dealing maximum damage. Of course, with 6 cars, this number will be doubled. I guarantee you this number will go at least 50 more million. And this is the replay. I will show you quickly. Let me start slow. Actually, let us get to the point. So the first rotation, I go with Guile. Then I go Street Poison. Then Viper, then Guile. And then the other rotation, I continue with Viper, Street Poison, Viper, Guile. Viper, Street Poison, Viper, Guile. Only the first time I start with Guile, just to put some armor break stacks so I can maximize my damage. Let's go. I start here. As you see, I almost filled the bar here, not like the other one. The first run at 51 seconds I start after they do the combo. Here I fill the bar completely till almost 4 stacks and I start with Guile. And the next one I start with Viper and I end only with Guile. So this was the run. Let's continue it till the end. And this is the highest damage, highest score I got on any team. It's with Guile. Gormagala can, of course, if you see the horns, it means he's buffing. I don't know, for some reason the replays doesn't show the complete run completely. My team, all of them died here. So it was 310 million out of the 700 million. And the last team, my favorite, always Cammy. And I depend on her and everything. If I had Trendy Cammy, yeah, I would remove Cammy. At least I will remove maybe Chun-Li, use Cammy and Trendy Cammy. Trendy Cammy does almost 300 million here. She's supposed to do 300 million, something like that, because she has AoE. Cammy is single target, but because she deals a lot of huge number, it worked for me here. And as you see, I start with Cammy, Athlete Chun-Li, normal Chun-Li, then Cammy for that maximum damage. As I told you, this was my first retry after I adjusted my models. I forgot to level them up. I leveled them up and it went ham. And of course I removed the car from my Viper and she dealt even more damage. Again, thank you. I'm sorry, bro. And I'm sorry, bro, for taking rank 1 from you. He was rank 1 actually. And after he told me this tip, I continued, and this was my end result. I'm pretty happy with where I ended. Of course, I'll wake up tomorrow or in the next few days. The score will not. I will not be rank 1. I see that many players will use different teams. Many players that spend will have the ranking changed for their favor. And yeah, that's all. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment. I'll answer. If you have anything, you can follow the link in the description. Go to Discord and talk to me. And if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. If you didn't, I thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fight, time to fight.